Hey there everybody! Today we're going to be making one of my favorite sweet treats, which is going to be strawberry shortcakes in mason jars. It is a great, easy recipe that we love to do for picnics, barbecues, birthday parties, or just even if you want a sweet treat. I'm going to show you the easiest way possible. Come with me to find out. So let's get started with making our homemade whipped cream. You can definitely use store-bought, but I feel in the mood to do something just a little more effort. So what I'm going to be using is heavy cream. I'm going to be using 4 cups of my heavy cream because I'm going to be making a lot of whipped cream today. All right. And then I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of my powdered sugar. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. One and 2. Now that we've got all of our ingredients in, we're gonna go ahead and lower our KitchenAid, lock it, and we're going to whip it up on medium. So I put mine at a 4, and we're gonna go ahead and let that mix for a couple of minutes and check on it to see how our peaks are doing. And now that we have our whipped cream all done, it's nice and stiff, but not too stiff. Yummy. We're ready to get started with assembling our strawberry shortcake jars. So for our cake, we're just going to be using a regular boxed cake. It's yellow. I used the Betty Crocker, and what I did was I made it last night, covered it up, so that way we would be super ready to go today so that I can show you. So we made our cake in a 9x13 pan, and we're going to go ahead and cut this up into pieces and add them to our 8-ounce mason jars. And we're just gonna make little squares. Now that we've gotten our cake all nice and cut up, we're gonna go ahead and add little squares of our cake into each one of our cups. I'm gonna add about 3 pieces to each cup. And then we're gonna do this on our 8-ounce mason jars, and then we will move on to the next layer. So now we're gonna go ahead and start adding our whipped cream layer to each one of our cups. Nice little layer on each one. As you can see, I'm using a piping bag because it's more aesthetically pleasing, and it also makes life easier. Now quickly, it's getting done. Go ahead and do this to all of your jars, all 12 of them, and then we'll be right back to do our strawberry layer. Now we're ready to start doing our strawberry layer. We already have our strawberries all nice and chopped up. We're gonna be taking about a spoonful and adding them to each one of our cups. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And we're just gonna do this to all 12 of our cups. And then we'll be back to do our next layer. And now we're gonna go ahead and add our second layer of cake to each one of our jars. We're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing we did before, and we're gonna go ahead and just kind of push everything down just a little bit into each jar. Maybe putting about 3 pieces again in each one. And now for the final layer, we're gonna do one last layer of whipped cream all along the tops. And you can always use a decorative tip Today, because I'm gonna be actually closing up each jar, I'm just using a regular round tip. But if you're gonna leave them open, it'd be nice. And there you have it. We have all of our beautiful little strawberry shortcake jars all ready to go. Keep these in your fridge for a couple of days and they will still be great. I have one here that it's not been capped so that I can try it and tell you guys how delicious it is. Put a couple little strawberries on top so I don't have to dig too deep. That is so good. I'm gonna get another bite. Like I said, if you're a fan of strawberry shortcake, this is delicious. So easy, perfect dessert. Perfect party, dessert, everything you could dream of. If you love strawberry shortcakes and you give this recipe a try, please let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, everybody, thanks. Bye.